Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us and taking the time. We're going to start in about 30 seconds here. We have a few latecomers, so just bear with us about 30 to 45 seconds, and we will start our presentation. So just sit tight, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you. Okay, we are back, and we're going to get started. So first off, Bill Levinson from Levinson and Associates and Mr. Andrew Paris, our marketing VP, is hosting today's call. One little quick note, make sure, and I always say this, take out your pen and paper, jot down plenty of notes, bullets, questions, comments. We want to hear from you, okay? And we want to make sure that after today's presentation, you have a bunch of ideas and strategies and who to talk to next about this concept, and you don't forget it, okay? You got to remember this afternoon, tomorrow, Monday, whatever it is. So please also use that question box. Okay, we have it there for a reason. If you're not seeing it in front of you, you can open or expand the pane. And as we go throughout the slides, you can ask questions or make comments. We, again, want to hear from you, okay? Because if you're not comfortable with the concept, you're not going to utilize the concept, right? We know how that works. So please feel free. Okay, so a couple things that I want to mention. You know, you look at yourself, right, as an insurance agent, you're out in the fields, okay? Most of you are working remote right now during the last 18 to 24 months, let's say. And it doesn't really matter what side of the business or the industry you're on any longer, okay, right? We're all looking to make sales and drive revenue. That's the bottom line. I remember, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, right? It was always kind of like the final expense side, the mortgage protection side, the IUL agents, the estate planning agents, whatever it is. And you focused on, your part of the industry, right? Your niche part that you excelled at, let's call it, okay? And now what I'm seeing happening more and more, okay, especially the last 18 months, is agents are selling all types of products to all types of prospects, okay? Bottom line, there's no more, 4 different corners of the industry. Now it's one big industry. And I think a lot of that is because the days of, the face-to-face sales seminars, right, are, no, I'm not going to say over, right, but they kind of came to a screeching halt, and I know they're coming back slowly now. The days of the Starbucks meetings, kind of put the brakes on that as well, and everyone is and was forced to sell and work from home. And if you had a good lead system, great. You went back through your book, great. But at the end of the day, I think we can all admit it really doesn't and didn't matter where the person came from or what type of product they were interested in, right? We just wanted an opportunity to sell. When I say we, I'm speaking for our 20,000 agents. And, us, right, I'm putting my IMO hat on, we have to make sure that we have the proper technology, products, sales strategies, platforms that you all need pre and post, right, this pandemic. And, I remember years ago, we were pitching drop tickets, e-apps, DocuSign. We said, you got to learn to sell over the phone. I even interviewed agents before COVID came up. And these agents were saying, Bill, I sell 99% of my policies over the phone. Okay. And some agents said, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I can't even imagine selling $1 million IUL through a phone call. Okay, now you fast forward and it's a different world. So again, we have to come up. It's our job to provide these great platforms, technology, products, etc., so our agents can excel in any environment. Okay, COVID, no COVID, whatever the case is, you have to make sales and you need people to talk to. So every day we're back to the drawing board. And when I say every day, by the way, we're not exaggerating. Every single day, obviously not Saturday and Sunday, but we are meeting, we're going over, hey, can we use this platform or software in our industry and introduce it to agents? And, would they adopt the program and utilize this new tech or product or platform, whatever it is, literally every single day. So the ones that pass our little process, we introduce to you through a webinar. The ones that don't, you probably never heard about, and you will probably never hear about them because it didn't pass the scratch and sniff test, so to speak. So this is a platform that was around for almost a year now that we spoke about. And originally the plan was to launch this strategy, LIRP, okay, with Bestow and our term product. Okay. Then as the months went on, and obviously we thought COVID was going to be over and it's still not over, we said, you know what? Let's work on some brochures, marketing material, the concept overall. Not only are we going to use this with Bestow's term, but we're going to use it with the entire Insure Me Now direct platform. Okay. So it's not just one term product that P&C agency can use and market. Okay. Ready for this? It's 15 products with 4 different insurance companies. And the Insure Me Now direct platform or dashboard we can customize for a specific P&C agency, health insurance agency, mortgage company, real estate company, bank, financial institution. The list goes on and on. Okay. And with the latest underwriting improvements and technology, this dream came to fruition. And here we are today talking about it. So again, you have to think, how can I open more doors? Who can I speak to? How can I network? How can I get my foot in the door and speak to and sell more prospects insurance? Bottom line. Okay. So this is going to be another feather in your cap. Now, the concept that we're going over, we have brochures that we're going to send out, marketing pieces. We even have a co-branded presentation brochure, okay, that you can use, you as an agent, right, can use. Let's say you're talking to the ABC P&C agency. You have a meeting for next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Okay, we can co-brand the brochure for that specific P&C company. We can do it for you. And you have everything you need for your presentation, and you can pitch this concept, which I think by the time we finish today, you're going to believe in it, and I think you're going to get most of the presentation sold, okay, literally, because it's a no-brainer. And they can only do it through you. And the reason why I say that, we own Insure Me Now Direct. It's our technology. So there's no other agent that can offer this platform to that specific P&C agency unless they go back through you. So you don't have to worry about signing a non-compete, an NDA. No, they're not going to use your idea because guess what? They can't go around you. Okay, the only way they can get it is through another Levinson agent. And if you let us know ahead of time what the company is, we'll lock them up in your downline and you have nothing to worry about as far as that goes. So what I want to do is we're going to talk about a few things, updates. We have some new comments, products, carriers we're going to mention, and then I'm going to have Andrew come on in about 10, 15 minutes, and he's going to go over the entire LIRP strategy from A to Z. Okay, so again, very exciting stuff. I told Andrew earlier, I want this webinar to be different. Okay, this is not going to be the same information, same thing you've heard over and over. No. This is all new, fresh sales strategies to help you pivot, right, and drive more revenue, bottom line. Okay, let's move to the next slide here. We're also going to have our question of the day at the end of the presentation right before 4 p.m. Eastern. Whoever answers first obviously wins. And today we have an Amazon Echo as well as 2 prospecting books, okay, that I'm giving out on us. Okay, we'll announce your name at the end. Okay, so my birthday was yesterday, and I want to thank all of the agents that called and emailed and commented on our Facebook page, on all of our social media platforms, in fact. And that really, really means the world to me. All jokes aside, I take this very, very serious. You know, our business, our agents is our everything. So when I see that kind of feedback, you know, it really, really made my day, and I appreciate it. My hat goes off to each and every one of you. So thank you for that. And what I decided to do for my birthday this year, a little different. October, as you know, is Cancer Awareness Month. So what we did is Wednesday, October 20th, we made sure that everybody in the office, remember we have some remote workers still, but everybody in the office needed to wear some shade of pink. Okay, and that's the picture you're looking at. We took that yesterday at our home office in South Florida, Coral Springs. So, you know, it was kind of a neat and fun day. We did pink cupcakes. We did a cake, pink icing. As you can see, some had pink masks on. I mean, it was really, really cool. And most important here, this was the most important thing to me, and it means everything. We made a very generous donation to the American Cancer Society. And I'm not saying this to toot our own horn. I'm saying this because the donation we made was on behalf of the Levinson employees and agents. So because of you all, we were able to do this. So I wanted to thank each and every one of you, and we have a marketing piece going out, and we'll announce exactly what the day was, what the donation details were, and basically it's all about the American Cancer Society and giving back in October and on my birthday, October 20th. So very special day. I wanted to share it with you all that are on today. Okay, let's move forward. So real quick, what I want to do here is talk about what's new at Levinson. Some new carrier product updates, tech updates, our expo, of course. So a couple pointers here, and then we can move forward. The Your Family Bank software and strategy, another big one, okay? And that's huge. We have the 3 carriers that are approved. We have a new incentive that will allow you $2,500 of credit towards the Your Family Bank software. We're the only IMO that has approval on that incentive. So that's through Mutual Trust Life, who also, by the way, has a great participating whole life product. We're going to have the launch webinar on November 11th, if you want to jot that down. And then let's skip around a little bit. Today we're talking about some of these Insure Me Now Direct products. You write your first app, $50 gift card that's with Bestow. And then we also have a SureBridge contest. With your second app, you get a $100 gift card. Okay, SureBridge and Bestow are both on Insure Me Now Direct. And let's move over to the middle section. Sagicor just introduced and approved DocuSign for all life and annuity products and transactions. So that's great. Remember, we were talking about selling over the phone, right? And how important it is that these companies finally jumped on the bandwagon and changed and updated technology and underwriting. Well, Sagicor was one of the first, and again, just approved DocuSign for all transactions. John Hancock has a new accumulation IUL product built for cash value, also a great underwriting niche with diabetics, insulin or orally controlled. That's another big plus. Hancock's a great company, as you know. Let's scroll down there, middle section. Transamerica has lowered their term premium, another big one, and you should have Trans in your toolbox. On the bottom, Foresters. Now, this product, Strong Foundation Term, the commissions are insane, okay? Over triple digit. I can't even say it on the webinar, but way over, okay? It's insane. And this is the best part. It's an impaired risk term product with ratings built in. So definitely take a look at that product on your next term case for someone that is not so healthy. Plus, comes with our free scholarship program. Let's move over to the top right. Now, when you're talking about the LIRP strategy and you're visiting, it doesn't matter if it's a webinar or in person, when you're visiting a P&C or health agency, whatever the case is, right? And also for associations, it's a huge plus. all of the products sold on the platform come with this one free year scholarship. Okay, and you can say to ABC P&C agency that's been around for 122 years, family owned and operated, right? They can go send an e-blast to all of their policyholders to say, hey, we now have these life insurance products available. And because you're an ABC client for 52 and a half years, you get this 1 year free scholarship. And by the way, Lynn University, Boca Raton is in the program, Embry-Riddle, Bradley University out of Illinois. We have some great colleges in the program. And again, it doesn't cost the client or the P&C agency or you a penny. Okay, we pay the monthly fee. We have over 10 carriers approved. You need to be running with this. I mean, look at the number of colleges across the country now. Okay, we're adding 1 to 2 every single month. All right, just to give you an idea, because I know you've heard me talk about this for years now. Guardian, okay, Guardian, the company Guardian, a huge company, well-rated company. They took out a direct contract with Sage because they wanted to offer this to their group members, okay? So everyone that has a group policy with Guardian has the scholarship program now. So do you think that Guardian did their due diligence? Do you think that if this was, a little shady, a little gray, that Guardian would have got involved? Absolutely not, okay? So that's a fact, and you as a Levinson agent have this opportunity for free, okay? So again, I would be all over this because it's a big differentiator. Your competition can't do this, okay, unless they're a Levinson agent. Okay, the new Carrie's Corner was just launched. I love this Carrie's Corner, one of my faves. The reason why is because we looked at a top LIMRA survey, and we literally dissected the top 10 questions agents ask when choosing an IMO. And then what we did is we literally picked them apart and we answered. As the Levinson IMO, we answered those 10 questions because we wanted to make sure, number one, you knew what to ask. Number two, we wanted to make sure you knew what the Levinson answer was to your questions. Okay, so pretty cool, pretty interesting. Check that out when you can. Right below that, our case status tracking tool. So we have so many agents that call in, that send emails. They say, hey, I need a status, or hey, how do I know when there's something needed? And they didn't realize they can log in to our website under case status. Okay, same username, password. You can see all of your cases being worked in real time. And if you're a GA and you have agents under you, you can see what business they're writing as well. So you're not in the dark. Okay, so if you need access, let us know. Any problems, let us know. We'll make sure you're up and running. Okay, Legacy Armor. That is the online safe deposit box. Okay, you remember 1987 walking into whatever, Federal Savings Union, right? And you have your big safe deposit box in the corner. There's a security guard there that watches every move you make. A little uncomfortable, right? Well, the new way, the Amazon way, right, is called Legacy Armor. It's an online protected vault that your client can keep all of their personal information in and secure. And what's so cool about it, they can download pictures, passwords, policy information, annuity information. When they pass, their beneficiary gets an automatic ping, okay, an email that says, hey, your Uncle Barry Lewis, right, just passed, and here is access to Barry's vault. And you have all the information you need to make sure that all of Barry's wishes are fulfilled. Okay, this is awesome. For you to be able to offer this to consumers, huge. By the way, all done through Insure Me Now Direct. So again, this works for the LIRP strategy. Okay, let's move forward here. All right, so what I want to do now is talk about LIRP and Insure Me Now Direct. And I think when you put the two pieces together, it's all going to make sense for you. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. I have people to speak to as soon as we hang up today's webinar. Okay, so as we go through the slides, start thinking, right? Who would be a perfect candidate for this platform or strategy? Who can I speak to this afternoon? And then we set up your co-branded brochure for your meeting. Okay, you send us a logo, any picture. We'll send you back the brochure customized, and you use the brochure during your meeting to pitch the concept, and hopefully you win over the deal. Let's move forward, Drew. Okay, let's jump right in here. Okay, what I'm going to do, we have two parts to this. The part one is I'm going to show you the platform. We made some new changes, updates. We have new carriers products coming into the mix. Very excited about that. And then what Andrew is going to show you is how you pivot and bring up the LIRP strategy and how it all comes together. Okay. And as we go through this, you're probably going to think, Bill, this looks great. It sounds great. How does the P&C agency get paid? How do we work this out? Is it legal? All the questions come up around this concept. So my suggestion is, number one, if it's a P&C agency, they have the CSR, the customer service reps, right? Especially in a call center environment. So what I would suggest, obviously, it's always better for the owner or the MGA, whoever it is at the P&C company, to be life licensed, number one, okay? And then I would put that company or person in your own downline, okay? You tell us the spread that you want to hold, and then everything that gets written on the platform through ABC P&C agency, okay? You get full credit for it, and you can track everything, and then there's some products that even have renewals that you can track and get paid on. So huge opportunity. Okay, and if you want to talk about, splits or downline levels, let us know, and we'll send you the entire grid so you can see exactly where you can place these companies. And same concept for the health agency. Okay, and the biggest rebuttal we get, right, and think about this, is the P&C agencies in the past, they look at life like it's a three-legged animal or something, right? They don't want to get involved. There's so many moving parts. How do they know they're doing best for the client? And number one, they don't want anything to destroy the relationship that they have built with their P&C clients. Okay, that's number one. Okay, so what you have done in a nutshell is you've provided an Amazon type of dashboard branded for that specific P&C agency that agency can send out, right, through a link, or that CSR rep, right, that's on the phone talking about the renewal for the auto policy, says, hey, by the way, do you know we now have life insurance, critical illness, cancer? And they say, really? Yeah, I can run a quote, or I can email you the link. And then the P&C agency can e-blast it out and put the link on their website. They can hit it from all corners. So, but getting back to that number one question, I don't want to destroy the relationship. I don't want to bring in an outsider agent. No problem. So the outsider agent is this Insure Me Now Direct Amazon platform, right? With their name, their logo, their picture, so their client is comfortable knowing they're still dealing with ABC P&C agency, okay? And now what happens, the consumer goes in, or the CSR rep drives them there. And by the way, the key to make this work is those reps that answer the phone calls, the incoming calls, outbound calls. They have to bring this up on every single call in order for it to work. It's a numbers game. What's happening is these big P&C companies, right, they have a ton of clients. And guess what? They all want and need life insurance, or they have it already, but they didn't buy it from ABC, right? They bought it from an agent out there. So I look at it and say, why not buy through ABC? It's ABC's client, right? Let them retain the person, the policy. Let them get paid the bulk of the first year commission and some renewals on some products. Why not, right? You're not leaving anything by chance, because the client clicks the automated platform, they click a product, they run a quote, they hit apply now. If they don't get approved, we have another guaranteed issue product on the platform for backup. And guess what? They didn't leave anything to chance, because there's no human being that's involved. There's no one on the phone. There's no one emailing. Everything is automated. For the consumer's side, it's just like they're still dealing with ABC. The difference is you, Mary Lewis, right, because you're the agent that introduced this, you're getting paid your spread on every single policy that's sold. Why? Because you made the introduction. You teed it up, okay? And it's under you. It's in your downline, and you can track everything. So this is a no-brainer. I would start to think about P&C agencies. That's number one. It's huge. Okay. Health insurance agencies, another big one. They don't want to get involved with life insurance. They're focused on open enrollment, Medicare, Medicaid, standalone, whatever it is. Okay. When you bring up life, everybody looks the other way. No problem. Not anymore. Why? Because we just developed a turnkey life insurance and supplemental product platform that they can introduce to their whole database. And they're not introducing any third parties. It's their own platform. Okay? Write down any names you can think of. I would start with P&C, like I said, health, like I said, mortgage companies, real estate companies, banks, financial institutions, associations, okay? And then as the icing on the cake, right, let's say ABC, going back to that example, sends out this link, an e-blast on their new turnkey platform just developed for them, right, and their clients, everything's great. Then they send a follow-up email, let's say a week out. And by the way, if you purchase any one of our 15 products, your child or grandchild or family member gets a 1-year scholarship to any of our 437 colleges across the country. Doesn't cost you a penny. It's just another perk that you get by working with ABC. Okay? Think about the opportunities here. Okay? It's huge. Okay, so anyway, let's focus back top left corner. We have some new products, including a final expense product that in fact, it's being worked on today. What's available right now, I mean, literally, you can log in as soon as we're done. You'll see quotes and products up to $1.5 million of term insurance, guaranteed level, okay, by an A-rated company. Everything is, now think about this. Your client goes on, they fill out the e-app, they get approved from A to Z, print and save their policy in 9 minutes. 9 minutes, up to $1.5 million a term. That's unheard of. We have options available for almost every client there is that exists, including simplified guaranteed issue, ages 0 to 90. Like I said, 4 carriers, 15 products, and we have more, a handful more that we're rolling out in the next few months. This is another big one. Occasional marijuana and cigar users accepted as non-tobacco. Term life declines. Think about this. Everybody's so worried. Oh my gosh, what if my client gets a decline, it hits MIB, they can't go anywhere else? Nope, not with us. Guess what? Client gets declined, there's no MIB reporting. So if you want to go to that strong foundation product with Foresters, no problem. They don't even know about what just happened with Insure Me Now, okay? I'm not saying you don't lie to anybody, okay, but there's no MIB reporting. Okay, so on the bottom there, if you look at that screen, this is how easy it is. This is what that ABC P&C agency client is going to see, okay? So all the different types of products are right there in front of them. They click, start their journey, and then boom, they're going to see the middle section. If they want to quote, it says Ryan Reynolds, top right corner. That's going to be the ABC P&C agency logo. So they know they're not leaving home base. They're still comfortable. The warm and fuzzies are still there because they love ABC. They've been with them for 52.5 years. So they put in their information to quote. They hit next, that little orange banner. It says Buckle Up Buttercup on the right side, what type of product, and then boom, premium, done, policy, you are off to the races. Let's move forward, Andrew. Okay, the products that are available today. This isn't a pipe dream. This is today. Okay, so if you have a PNC agency that's ready to rock and roll, they can start marketing this by Friday morning, 9 a.m. Bestow, ages 18 to 60. This is all built into one platform. Again, think Amazon. You're buying tennis shoes, dog food, light bulbs, right? Everything, one-stop shopping. Same concept. Bestow, 18 to 60, the face amount, term length. Haven, another big one, to $500,000. We're adding a new product that goes up to $2 million with Haven, working on that as we speak. Now, let's say you have that declined client and they say, you know what? They're talking to their CSR rep at ABC. I just got declined. I thought your platform was so great. Well, it is so great because we have Gerber's guaranteed issue product. Go back, click here, boom, you just got up to $25,000 a guaranteed issue and another children's whole life plan as well. Okay, all of these are direct to consumer issued in less than 10 minutes. SureBridge, when you talk about supplemental, okay, you talk about guaranteed issue. We have critical illness, dental, vision, accident only, DI, cancer only. We have everything when it comes to supplemental, all built into the platform. Most of these have renewals as well. Okay, so you can decide how you want to keep the renewals, or you work out a split, totally up to you. A surety working on now, DI, CI, and our accidental death plan. And again, we have a new final expense product that we're about to roll out. Keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Very excited. This was all, you got to remember, if you've known me for a while, I've been pitching this and dreaming this for almost 10 years now. 7 years ago, I finally was able to bring this to life with one product. I don't know if you remember, it was called Lightning Term, okay? And at the time, I mean, you talk about being ahead of the competition. Nobody even thought about this. They said, there's no way a life insurance company is going to allow this. I had one decreasing term product. That was it, okay? So today, to see all of this happen, dream come true. And what makes me the happiest is to see our agents utilizing the platform, okay, and networking and opening new doors, new opportunities, okay, because it's just about you explaining it properly. You can even run a demo, right? You can, for let's say the PNC appointment you have next Tuesday, 2 p.m., you can go on to your Insure Me Now Direct site, run a full demo. As soon as they see this, they're going to, first thing out of their mouth, they're going to go, oh my gosh, I had no idea that this was available. Okay, and then if they think they're sneaky, they're going to try to go around you, which we're not going to let happen. But this is a dream come true for PNC agencies and health agencies because they don't know this exists. Drew, let's move forward. Okay, what I want to do now is explain real quick the way that you can pivot and explain when it's the ABC, PNC agency owners and partners, right? And they want to make sure that their branding is on there, that their consumer, their client is comfortable, okay? So everywhere in red, okay, so you see those 3 boxes, that's going to, actually it's 4 boxes, that's going to be the PNC agency logo, ABC, their phone number, their website, their colors, so their client knows they never left ABC, which is most important for branding, right? It's all about the warm and fuzzy, and we know that. It's even part of the URL. All right, let's move forward. And by the way, if you have any questions on that or you need examples, we would be more than happy to dive in a little deeper for you at any time. We even have one person here that focuses 100% on Insure Me Now Direct. So you can call in and speak to Noah at any time. Okay, this is how the quoting and application looks and feels to your consumer. Now again, top right corner, it's going to be ABC's information. On the left side, very simple consumer demographics, state, birthday, gender, tobacco, and then the system automatically tells the consumer what products are available for them, okay? On the right side, once they pick, let's say, life insurance, it's going to show them what products are available, face amount, term length, how's their health, buckle up, buttercup, let's move on. Very simple, folks. We knew if this wasn't simple, no one's going to use it. So we've spent a fortune to make this easy. Time and money, by the way, okay? And years of development. Okay, left side. So this is going to show them, hey, premium, $15.49. Great. What do you do next? You see the orange banner? Apply. Right side, that's the full integrated e-application. They're going to start there, finish in less than 9 minutes, Andrew. And by the way, you can do all of this on a smartphone, iPad, laptop, desktop as well. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So you're saying, Bill, this sounds great. How do I get started? Okay, or if you have questions, we encourage you to call in, talk to Noah or any one of our marketers. Okay, Andrew also knows this like the back of his hand. He loves this, right, Andrew? He eats and sleeps Insure Me Now Direct. So call in anytime, or if you say, Bill, I got this, I want to get started, great. Okay, we're going to send out a thank you email to everybody that's on today. And you can, if you say, Bill, I don't want to wait for that, go to our website. We have a section. It says Sell While You Sleep, Insure Me Now Direct. Everything's outlined in 4 easy steps, okay? Doesn't get any easier, okay? And that was the name of the game when we developed all of this technology. Easy, easy, easy for the agent, for the consumer, and for the P&C or health agency that you're working with, okay, for the strategy. All right, let's move forward. Okay, what I want to do now is jump in to the actual LIRP strategy. What does it mean? What does it feel like? Bill, what does a brochure look like? I need to know what I'm looking at when I meet with ABC Tuesday at 2 p.m. Okay, Andrew's going to take the wheel and make sure that everyone is 100% comfortable with this new strategy. Andrew, you there?
Thanks so much, Bill. Appreciate it. Yep, we want to go over the full breakdown of the LIRP strategy. So LIRP, if you can see on the screen in front of you, it stands for Life Insurance Revenue Process. I know a lot of you are thinking, hey, I've heard of LIRP before, but that's the old LIRP. That's the life insurance retirement plan, right, where you use life insurance to create income. Well, we've revamped the term LIRP for our own purposes and really upgraded it, if you will. So the LIRP process for this conversation is helping you get in the door with P&C, health, Medicare, mortgage brokers, any type of agency, as Bill said, that has an opportunity to sell life and financial services products, but they just simply haven't done it for whatever reason, right? It's there for the taking. So if you look on the screen in front of you to the right-hand side, you'll see I have a quick screenshot of what you will receive at the end of this presentation. So everybody on the call will get the thank you email, and it's going to have the LIRP sales guide. This is a step-by-step guide that's going to tell you how to implement the process that we're going over today. And this is also the guide that we can co-brand with your information. So I'll put a link in the thank you email. You can request co-branding and we can take care of that for you. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. So as far as LIRP, here's the contents of today's discussion. We're going to just talk about what it is, right? The truth of what we're looking at, if this is going to work for you, the type of resources that you will get out of the actual LIRP guide itself, and the resources that you're going to bring to the table to help leverage the relationship that you're going to establish with this agency, and we provide those tools for you, how the program works, the timeline of implementation, and what you can get out of it. What is the end-all expectation or goal that is going to be for this program, right? So we're going to really tie a bow on this at the end of the presentation, and you're going to have a really good understanding about exactly what this is and what you need to do to go out there and actually put this into effect. So the first thing I want to really go into here is the truth in the numbers, right? Numbers are numbers. They're fact. There's no disputing it. We can sit here all day long and, theorize different things, going back and forth. But the bottom line is that consumers are demanding life insurance and financial services products. But there is a gap between the number of people who need help and the agencies who can support it, right? So this is exactly why we're bringing this topic up. If you're a property and casualty agency and all you do is property and casualty and you service 1,200 clients who have auto and homeowners with you and they have liability insurance, those people also need life insurance and financial services that we just showed you. But if they're not getting it from that agency, they're simply getting it from somebody else. And we know that because the statistics prove that. Okay, so if you look on the bottom left, there's some quick, fast facts. We've gone over some of this before. I wanted to bring it back to the surface because it's all relevant to today's discussion. Number one, LIMRA. Sales were up 11% in Q1 of this year, highest since '83. That's no mistake. Okay, recent studies show that 31% of consumers said COVID made it more likely that they buy. People are scared. They need the coverage. They want the coverage. They want to protect their family. That has been a discussion over the past year and a half that has really propelled our sales into the double digits as far as an IMO. Also, 2021 MIB reporting shows that life insurance apps and premium is the highest since 2017. We can't make this stuff up. This is MIB. This is LIMRA. These are real statistical companies who come out with this. Now, the real sticker shock for me came with the items to the right, which is 30. This is LIMRA. Okay, this is a 2020 stat from LIMRA. 36% of Americans intend to buy life insurance within the next 12 months, and another 16 say they need it, but they don't have it. So that's 52% of the U.S. population is your database. That's your That's your market. We have 350 million people in this country. So you're saying you got probably 120 plus million people, and we probably only have about 1 million licensed agents in the U.S. today, right? Give or take. I don't have that number exactly in front of me, but let's just say it's about 1 million, give or take. So if you think about the amount of business that's available for each agent or agency, it's unlimited. It's now putting the practice in motion. It's putting a plan in place. Now, I wanted to quickly bring a proof of concept up to you. This is very staggering to me. State Farm, okay, this is a PNC company, but they're a captive company. So they're not somebody that we can work with as an agent, but I want to tell you what they're doing. If you look at the stats below, I pulled this online, they did $5.5 billion of premium in 2020, State Farm. That is unheard of. They're a PNC company. They sell auto insurance and homeowners. The commercials don't talk about life insurance, but you know what they're doing? They're bringing up the discussion with their service reps. It's exactly what we're going to be showing you how to do today is what they're doing. And the proof is there. They're doing it. It's statistically online. You can pull it. I pulled this infographic from online that shows a marketing piece that they send out, but it's not rocket science. If they can do it, so can we. And it's there for the taking. Next up is, how does this actually work? What is the program and how can it work? Okay, this plan for any affiliate agency is for any affiliate agency that would like to grow an additional revenue stream. And we talked about it, not just life insurance, disability, critical illness, accident, hospital, dental, vision, all the products that we just mentioned on the screen before. That's all of these are needed by the customer. The life insurance is certainly the door opener, but they're going to see all the other value when they click on the Insure Me Now Direct. So what I did on the left-hand side is I created just a step-by-step synopsis of what this whole strategy entails, right? You got to create interest. You got to get the CSRs at the agency level to buy in and ask, right? And I'm going to give you some scripts and questions that you can actually implement. This is a real implementation strategy that we're going to go over. The CSRs for initial response, they need to know what to say after they say the initial request. Also, install Insure Me Now Direct to drive simple app process. We just talked about that. We're going to show you where to install Insure Me Now. Add a link to all email signatures and create an outbound marketing strategy. So these are the items that you are going to help the agency establish, right? And it's all going to be with your assistance, and the bottom line is revenue for everybody involved. On the right-hand side, I just screenshotted some of the items we'll be talking about, like social media marketing. We have pre-designed ads that can be used. Our CRM system for tracking. All of this is going to be a part of the strategy. All right, next here I want to show you about implementation part 1. Okay, we just talked about in the screen before, we talked about, you know, it's all well and good to talk about what we're going to do, but how do we do it? What do you have in place to actually help a representative bring up the conversation about life insurance? Okay, so I wanted to show you this screen and give you some bullets that you can really take away from this moving forward. So number 1, provide sales scripts, which we have for you. Number 2, provide open-ended questions, which I've just provided here, which we'll go over. Number 3, add Insure Me Now to all signature blocks. We just talked about that. So look below. This is a sample discussion between a client and a customer service representative at the PNC agency. Okay, number 1, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, would you like to add a death benefit protection to your auto policy? Well, there's only really one answer to that, and that is, what do you mean? What is that? They're going to ask the CSR what that is. And here's a breakdown of what the CSR could say after the initial question to generate interest in the sale. It's just a question of getting these folks comfortable with the sales process, right? So you could see this back and forth here, and this is all part of the guide that we're going to be sending to you at the end of this call. You're going to have this and the scripts that you need to actually provide to them. But I also wanted to give you a couple really other good ones on the right-hand side. Number 2, who do you have your life insurance with, Mr. and Mrs. Smith? We offer life insurance solutions. So who do you have it with? It's a open close. It's a passive close response. They only have 2 ways they can answer that. Either they don't have anything, or they have it with John Smith, the local life insurance agent. Either way, they have to answer that question and understand that that's available through the agency, right? So you're not giving them an out in that question. That's a very important question. Number 3, would you be interested in a 1-year scholarship for a child in your family? It's a very simple question. Would you be interested in a 1-year scholarship? I don't know anybody that would say no to that answer, right? Who would say no to that? And if they don't say no, well, how do you get the scholarship? Well, we all know as Levinson agents, you have to purchase a qualifying product from Insure Me Now Direct platform, which is yours. So it's a tie-in back to the sale, right? All of these things are bringing up awareness that the insurance exists. These are the important elements that you need to think of when you're pitching this to a P&C agency, because as we know, P&C agencies and other agencies, they don't offer this because they're scared of it. They don't understand what it is and really how to approach the actual conversation. If you have that solution, there should be no roadblock to actually implement this strategy. On the bottom, Levinson sales tips available. We are going to send them out, but it's also available on the iGenius Training Center. We have sales scripts. We have objection handling scripts and videos. We have all these different types of scripts available that you can use for yourself and also reps at a given agency. So this is extremely important process of implementing the actual LIRP strategy. Number 2, implementation part 2 is the marketing behind it, right? It's one thing to tell an agency, hey, your clients are out there. We know statistically that your clients are buying life insurance and they're probably buying it from somebody else. But it's another to actually start talking about it, which we just said. And number 2, start marketing it, right? Get the word out, which is what you're doing as an independent agent, but we have to actually help the agency accomplish that. And just like I was showing you in the slide earlier with State Farm, that's what they're good at. They send out newsletters, they send out, packages in the mail, they send out e-blasts, they do commercials, whatever it is. That's what the agency can do, and it's a very low cost or no cost thing that they can do. So I wanted to break down 2 specific technologies that you could do, or if they're an appointed agency with you, you can give this technology to them. So the first thing is our Agency Automator CRM tool. So anybody that's running a business, I don't care if it's property casualty or life insurance or health, you need to have a tracked system where your clients and prospects are managed. If you don't have that, you're falling behind. So a P&C agency or any type of agency, they generally have this type of technology. But what they don't do is have a drip system in place to have this discussion about the type of products that are sold. So our system does that. You can set automated marketing campaigns, create task reminders, birthday, holiday, key event notifications. A great one's renewals. In the property casualty space, auto insurance generally renews every 6 months. So every 6 months, an email should go out to that prospect saying, hey, your auto insurance is coming due. By the way, life insurance rates are at an all-time low. Click here for a quote. It's that simple. You just got to get out there and do it. Okay, look at the bottom, that LIMRA stat. Sales from cold market clients and prospects need to be contacted between 8 and 12 times before getting a purchase commitment. That's somebody who's not necessarily shopping for life insurance. Maybe they've seen an ad here and there. You got to get in front of them more than once. You got to have your name out there consistently to make that a reality, and this system helps you to do that. Okay, and this doesn't cost anything if you're an actively writing agent or agency through Levinson. Number 2, social media marketing. This is this should be non-negotiable, okay, for any agency. But we have systems in place and pre-designed marketing to help drive traffic back to the agency. Look on the bottom right. We have pre-designed marketing pieces that have pictures, logos, a cute saying on it, talking about life insurance. All of these are available for co-branding and download on our Facebook page and on the Levinson website. So you could use this to forward to the agency partners that you work with, right? You got to give them the roadmap, give them the tools, and you can make it happen. Also, look below. There's a sample Facebook ad. This is actually an ad that we ran for Insure Me Now Direct, trying to get traffic back so we can give it out to agents. This worked. We ran a test. We got a ton of activity from this, and you could be doing the same thing with your partner agencies. Okay, at the top, we have our social media management services, where we can actually have our social media expert customize a social media campaign for your agency and do everything on autopilot. They will post to Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, 5 days a week, different relevant content. The agency doesn't have to worry about managing it. Just let it go. Let it work and do what it's supposed to do. These are the things that you need to think about. So, right, step one, just to recap, we want to have the CSRs bring it up in every single conversation. Step two in integration or implementation, we want to market, right? You want to get that agency's word out about what it is they do and how they do it. Now, putting it all together, right? Let's just summarize everything that we just went over. We have Insure Me Now Direct, right? Bill went over that. We showed you how to set it up. We now are going after the agency. We have an agency that's interested. We will co-brand the Insure Me Now Direct site to that agency. We'll establish a scripting protocol and question handling for the staff, right? We will also help the agency with outbound marketing solutions using the Levinson technology platforms that I just went over. Driving customers back to the Insure Me Now Direct link via agency website, text, or email, okay? And at the end, you watch the results come in, and you can set goals for yourself and the agency. So, you could even take it a step further, which is all in the guide. You can even say, okay, if every CSR makes 25 calls a day and they get 5 people interested in life insurance, that can generate X number of business per week. So you can really hold them accountable. That's the word, is accountable. If the agency sees the value in this and you can create some accountability within their staff, you will see results. So that's tying in the LIRP system all in one. It's Insure Me Now, it's the scripting, the objection handling, it's the outbound marketing that's available, and everything is done inside of one easy to use guide that we're going to send out to every one of you at the end of the call. So I'm going to go ahead and get it back to Bill so we can wrap this up.
Good stuff, Andrew. In fact, let me tell you, we have a record number of agents on today. So obviously there's a ton of interest, which I love to see. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Bill, this is great. How do I get started, right? How do I open doors to P&C agencies and agents? So I started to think about this for the last, 20, 30 minutes. And I wrote down a few thoughts if you want to jot this down. If I was in your shoes, right, you want to get the message out. I think you're going to close this if you have the opportunity. So number one, think about this. Running Facebook ads, okay, state, city, zip code specific for P&C agencies and agents, okay? You can have your own ad. You can have your own video, okay? And you can get this out to the masses quickly, okay? And the P&C agency criteria, okay, is not priced very high, so should be very, very affordable. I would start there. Also, think about this. I would put together an email, right, and list the bullets, which we're going to send out, by the way, and also blast out our LIRP brochure with your information, and use that to tee up the meeting, okay? And you're probably also thinking, Bill, this looks great. What's the cost? Right? And I'm sure that P&C agency like ABC, they're thinking, okay, this looks and sounds great. How much is it going to cost us? What's the deal here? It's free. Okay. It's free for you, the agent or GA. It's free for the P&C agency. There is zero cost. We take care of everything. Okay. So when we send out the material, you should have everything you need. I would also put together a YouTube video. You can do it with your Apple iPhone or your Android phone, okay? Have your spouse hold up the phone and talk about this new concept and start getting it out through your social media pages. You can say it's an exclusive Insure Me Now Direct strategy built for P&C or health agencies. And it is exclusive because we're the only ones with Insure Me Now Direct. So again, another leg up, okay? And think about this too. Andrew mentioned State Farm, billions and billions of dollars of life premium. Okay, a huge red flag went up in my head. You know what I said? Wow, State Farm life insurance premium is 20 to 50% higher than what we have to offer, than our products and carriers. Okay, have you ever seen what a State Farm term policy cost? I know you have, because you're the guy or girl that comes in and undercuts it by 50%. You cut the premium in half and you're a new superhero life insurance agent to that client, because you just saved them $1,000, $2,000 a year on term insurance. So when I see that number, okay, use that when you're talking to the new P&C agency that you're pitching, because that's huge. Your products, right, are priced 20 to 50% less than State Farm, and look what they're doing on the life side, okay? And then my last thought of the day here, real quick. You're also probably saying to yourself, too good to be true. Bill, the products on Insure Me Now Direct, they probably cost a boatload, astronomical premium. The client is paying for the convenience, right? That's what you could be saying to yourself, okay? Well, the fact and the answer to that question is they are not, okay? Okay, here's why. And what I want you to do, go to our quote engine after we're done, run the least expensive, $1 million, 20-year term, compare it to Bestow, okay? And you're going to see it's neck and neck, okay? It's within 5, 7%. You're right there. Then when you look at like standard, neck and neck, okay? Plus, look at all the other bells and whistles and convenience that the client is getting. Then when you look at like the guaranteed issue products, critical illness, the DI, cancer, guess what? It's the same premium. Why? Because it's the same products 3 years ago the agents were selling face to face. There's no difference. So that I know for a fact. So guess what? At the end of the day, no cost, no gray area, no increased premium, right? No special fees just for your client because they use this process. This is a win-win-win. Okay, I'll put this up against anything. And if you think you have a good answer question where you can go back and forth with me on this, you call me personally. I want to know. Okay, please, because I believe in this and I know it works because I've seen it work. Okay, Bill Levinson Experience Podcast. Every month we have a different guest speaker. This is going to be a good one. So next week we have Mr. Mike Patel joining us, another big shot MDRT producer of ours. He's going to share some insight on what he's doing to increase his numbers during the pandemic. So I like to get a little taste of everyone and then put out these 1-hour episodes, interviews, whatever you want to call it, so you all can pick their brain. I pretend like I'm you and I ask questions for an hour. Okay, so if you're in the middle of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, right, you know what Mike's doing in the city, right? How he's writing over $1 million a year, or what Ian's doing from California, or what is this Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V guy? What does he do on social media that's so damn successful? I want to do the same thing, right? Think about it. This is all done for you already, and it's free. So check these out. Leave a comment on my Facebook page, okay? I send you the new prospecting book on me, okay? As long as you're an active Levinson agent. Okay, you're on our weekly training. By the way, we're done in about a minute and a half here, so I'm not going to keep you too late. Weekly training webinars, that's what you're on right now. We try to pick new strategies, ideas, concepts to help you make more sales. Okay, as we know, the new kind of life insurance that pays while you're alive, living benefits, hot button for the last few years. So we picked apart the top living benefit products and sales ideas built around LBs with a special guest speaker on the 28th next week. On the bottom, generate leads with social media and a special IUL guest speaker on the 4th of November at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And our last slide here and our question of the day. And by the way, last but not least, you better be registered for our expo. Okay, we're filling up quick. We're back, bigger than ever, April 8th, 2022. Over 300 agents registered already. It's going to be an amazing day. We have a great keynote speaker. We have the development team from Insure Me Now Direct, our top carriers and presenters. It's a great day. We pay for all meals, everything. Everything's included. It's free. If you've never written an app before, free. Okay, and if you want to qualify, we pay for 1 to 2 free nights at our beachfront resort, and we'll pay for you and your airfare round trip if you write a minimum of $50,000 a premium. Okay, and that's all. That's combined. Life annuity. We weight the annuity side, but that's combined. So I know you can do it. Even if you're in Cedar Rapids, we're going to get you here. It's free if you're writing the premium. We're going to end with this quote and our question of the day. If you're not willing to let the small things go wrong, you will never see the big things go right. Okay, keep your eye on the ball, the big picture, right? That's how Insure Me Now Direct was developed. If I got caught up in the small things in the trenches, we would have never seen it come to life today, okay, with 4 different, Actually, I'm going to back up for a second because I got to do our question of the day. Are you ready? Are your little fingers on your keyboard? Because this is the grand prize giveaway right now. Okay? Question of the day. Tell me, two-part question here. Tell me how many carriers and how many products are on the Insure Me Now Direct platform. Two-part question. Whoever answers first and correctly wins. Tell me how many carriers presently do we have on Insure Me Now Direct? How many carriers, how many products are on our platform? You answer, you win. Andrew, do we have the winner?
Okay, yes, we do. It is Bertrand W. Bertrand W. from Mass.
Bertrand from Mass. The answer is 4 carriers, 15 products. I almost gave away the question there. That's why I had to back up. But I stopped myself. 4 carriers, 15 products on Insure Me Now Direct. Bertrand, congrats. I hope this was a great 1 hour spent with us, and I hope you utilize the strategy. We're going to send out all the material today in a thank you email. If you don't receive it, let us know. That means we have your wrong email or it's sitting in your junk or spam folder. Okay? We're here for you every step of the way. We're making things bigger and better every single day. Let's hope you have a strong ending of 2021 and hope 2022 is our best year ever and lots of health and happiness, right? That should be the new motto, right? And hopefully this whole COVID thing will be behind us in the near future. Take care and great selling.